Alrighty guys, so I'm going to teach you how to use trig to find the missing side of a triangle. And here we go. The very first thing that I do is I identify my angle. Identify my angle. So I'll just like circle this 28 here. Okay? I do that so it'll help me next step label my sides. So knowing that that 28-degree angle is there, I'll use that to label all the sides. So in relation to that 28-degree angle, that x would be the opposite side. It is opposite the 28-degree angle. Not adjacent, right? Opposite. And that 19, because the right angle points to it, that's my hypotenuse. All right? I know that my right angle points me to the hypotenuse. So my sides are labeled, my angles identified. So now that I've identified my sides, I can use that to pick the right trig ratio. Pick the correct trig ratio. I got three choices. Okay? We learned about SOHCAHTOA, which stands for sine, cosine, and tangent. And because in this triangle I'm dealing with the opposite and the hypotenuse, I'm going to look for the ratio that deals with the opposite and hypotenuse. Well, sine deals with the opposite and hypotenuse. So I'll use sine. Cool. So I know for my equation, I'm going to be doing sine of 28 degrees. I need step 4 is write the equation. If you like steps. If you're a person that likes steps. So my equation is going to be sine of 28 equals, and since it's sine, it's got to be opposite over hypotenuse, right? That's what that says. Opposite. In this case, opposite is x. Over hypotenuse, which is, in this case, 19. So I have a beautiful equation, and now we get to solve it. Solve. All right, the way to solve this, how do I get x by itself? Well, since it's divided by 19, I can undo that divided by 19 by multiplying by 19. Whatever I do to one side, I need to do to the other. So my equation will say, on the left side, 19 times sine of 28 equals x. All right. Well, all that's left is to plug that into my calculator. My answer looks pretty good so far. So I'm using my iPhone. Most of you are probably doing the same. So to plug this into your calculator, iPhones kind of work backwards. You have to plug the 28 in first and then do sine on your iPhone. So 28 and then hit the sine button and you get a long decimal. Well, so after doing sine of 28, which gives me 0.46947 blah blah blah, I got to multiply that by 19. So I'm not even going to write it down. I'm just going to, on my calculator, aka phone, I'm just going to hit times 19. So after doing 28 and then the sine button and then multiplying by 19, I got 8.91 blah blah blah. But I think we're just going to round it to the nearest tenth because that's what the directions on our work say. So 8.9 is going to be a good enough answer for us today. All right, so the length of this side is 8.9. And that kind of makes sense. You know, it's of course it's less than the hypotenuse. All right. I like that answer. Good job.